Under a pristine sky and beautiful weather, it's time for some NFL football. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Minnesota Vikings and these guys defending their home turf. Leading the Vikings here, head coach Kevin O'Connell. These guys enjoyed a win at home to begin the season, now facing their first road test here.
I don't want that. Just put it on the table.
Kate Scott alongside my partner Brock Heward. Cairo Santos to get this one started. And we're off on EA Sports. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading the Mounts in his third season, 10th pick of that 2024 draft. Here is J.J. McCarthy.
We have seen so many quarterbacks over the decades come into this league, very highly thought of, and struggle. And I think for J.J., injury's been as big a part of it as anything else, but your ability to overcome, that's the key to quarterbacking and will be for J.J.'s career.
And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. 6 carries, 84 yards plus that touchdown. Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Now McCarthy. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Motioning left is their running back. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Escapes the puck, and he's going to go down. They haul him to the turf at the 21. Nick Bosa. And now it's going to be 4th and 13.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. Bringing them out, the 3rd-year pro with one of the highest ceilings in this league. It is Caleb Williams.
Katie certainly produced a lot of highlights last week, but he gave the defense a couple as well on those interceptions. And I don't care how many touchdowns as a quarterback you throw in a game, you turn it over a couple times at a loss, put your defense out there a few more times, those moments you remember. What should really be driving him to get the win this week.
Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
There's the stop. Looks to be about 7 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Tigers a 1st down. Fed him on back-to-back plays, Brock, and he's got them moving now on this opening series.
Yeah, he's not needed any time at all to find his groove and settle in. This should set the table for the rest of the day.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Metellus on the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Williams. Got a man. It's Colston Loveland. There's the tackle, but the damage already done. Give him about 23 on that play. And that's going to give the Tigers a 1st down.
23 yards. That's good for a Honolulu.
To throw is Williams.
Down.
He set up the screen here to Swift. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, kid, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Throwing on second, Williams. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
From the red zone now. And he's got it, it's in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Swift. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Third and goal. It's Williams. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they could be facing 4th down coming up.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. 4th down, Williams. He will not escape the rush on 4th and goal. That's a sack. This is going to be a turnover on downs. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Now give it to Mason. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
McCarthy now on 2nd. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Following the play, medical staff headed out, and it looks like they're headed towards Brenton Strange, injured on that snap. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. McCarthy to throw it. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
If you're keeping stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going, and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on 3rd down. Not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
The return begins on their side of midfield. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
Guys take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. A give, right side for Swift. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline.
And that one's going to be incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To throw, Williams. That's caught for the 1st. And he is stopped just before he can get the score. Tackled inside that 1-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage.
And he gets in, touchdown. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
Vikings nothing. Cairo
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's McCarthy. Taken in by Addison, left side. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far.
Get off me, man. Don't sit down over there.
Is our score.
Not over nothing.
We'll get back to the action in just a moment. Now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. And he's going to go down here. They are on him back around the 28. Jeffrey Simmons. And that sets up an extremely difficult 3rd now and 17.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Now it's McCarthy. Boy, this offense staying on skates. It's another loss here. There's Bosa again. And now that brings them to a 4th and 24.
Damn tone zone, baby.
Another punch brings Johnny Hecker back to the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He has it at the 33. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. The Tigers and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Williams off the play fake. Buying some time left. That one's cut along the left sideline. Nice work here as he pushes forward for 20 plus the first.
That's good for a Honolulu first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Williams to throw.
Oh,
Touchdown. He knocked it away. The work was there, Brock. They had the guy they wanted. Couldn't hang on to it. That's going to be 2nd down.
Marcus Williams on the coverage.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. It was Josh Metellus up to make that play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Honolulu. Roma Dunze, the 2nd score that he has brought in this season. Santos now for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they now lead by 14 points.
Makes the score at Tigers 14. Vikings nothing.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Working on second down. McCarthy. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. McCarthy throwing here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Johnny Hecker on that a punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. His work begins at the 31. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Tigers and Roma Dunze headed back out on offense. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. First play of the drive, a run by Swift. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for two.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now here's Williams. And that hit breaks up the catch, takes us to third down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Williams throwing on fourth. Has him on the quick hitter. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory. 1st and 10 from the 43. McCarthy operating from the pistol. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times...
The ball is out! Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. All set now, 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. And this is going to be broken up by a hit, incomplete. Couldn't make a play on the throw. The defender did the next best thing, ensuring that it's not going to be caught by anybody. 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now McCarthy. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
He was covered
This
by
snap going to be our last before the 2-minute warning. To the air on 3rd and long. And that one's not going to be caught. Could have extended the drive, but the defender timed it perfectly, breaks it up. That means it's 4th down. Will Reichert now to try the Vikings field goal. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash.
a 38-yard attempt.
Reichert connects there. And that'll get him back to 11.
Makes the score
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6,
Amen.
you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Here's Thomas on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
at their own
Now outruns their
25-yard
offense to
line.
take over. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Talk about an explosive start to this drive. 34 yards. First and 10 for Williams. And he's up over 150 yards passing thanks to that previous completion. He'll look to throw. Brought in, and he's inside the 35. Defender gets there, finally takes him out, but not before he picks up 29 yards. And that's going to give the Tigers a first down.
It's another.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
First down, here's Swift. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Brought down
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard
Lions
running
30.
backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Williams with a quick pass out wide. Tried to beat him with a quick pass, but not quick enough. That winds up as a loss.
Over the decades, you want to see elite defenses in the NFL. They have the big people that can run and the little people that will tackle. On that corner, well, he did his job there.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long. Here's Williams. And that's incomplete, so the defense forces 4th down.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Santos' kick is good. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vikings getting one more drive here before the break. And with field position and the clock against them here, probably not going to see anything of substance. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
Here's McCarthy on 2nd. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Tigers are stopped on that return. So that interception's going to be the final play of this opening half.
Okay, Kate.
Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense to the line. Here we go. second half starts with a run by Swift. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Throwing on second, Williams. That's caught right side by Tyson. Still going inside the 35. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Wait, can you get that for her, please?
This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
Something that's
I like
under
the
the
way you
TV.
say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard
Can't get it.
away.
Okay.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down, but instead the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out.
And this is going to go into the end zone. Touchdown,
Get it?
Tigers. DeAndre Swift brought one back earlier and now takes one across. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game before. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
You're welcome.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Drop play here, it's Mason. And a productive run there on 2nd down. That's a gain of 6.
Ball carrier.
That's some running over there, Kate, that's going to get some love from his coaches. Maybe some fist pounds, too. Nothing flashy. Just trust your keys, run behind your pads, and get what's there.
Get money.
Going on 3rd, McCarthy.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes the pressure, and they take him down. Got him at the 31. Simmons gets him
Let's
again.
get money.
And that's going to bring up 4th and 8. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today.
Let's go get money. Let's go get money.
And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Tigers and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit.
Yeah,
and there's
baby.
been absolutely no space for him to work with.
Oh, yeah? I'm sorry, love bug.
First and 10 from the 43. Williams set to pass.
Oh, my God.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted.
That was
Dallas
a long
Turner
fucking
picks it
read.
up.
Oh, come on.
He pays the
It's
price
easy
for
money.
the interception. Big hit brings it into that return. First down from
That
the
was easy
42.
money. That was stupid.
A give to Mason. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Now pitch to Mason. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Running back sent in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. It's McCarthy. Now here he goes.
J.J. McCarthy on the scrimmage. A gain of 11.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Oh, and they're going to have their fullback trying power for it. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Pickup of 2 yards. First down, Vikings.
Running right, here's Mason. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And this is through the end zone and incomplete. Looked like he was just getting rid of that one, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
He was defended by Quandre Diggs.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. That's caught. This
Turn it up. You got the remote.
Gonna be short of that goal line, Brock, but no.
Like, why you keep telling me about not hearing the TV? You got the remote in your hand.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Mason will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that runner.
McCarthy now on 2nd. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
QBs, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Need a touchdown here as they line up for 3rd and goal. Here's McCarthy to throw. Ooh, the rush is too much here. Down he goes. That is Dre Greenlaw. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal after a loss of 6.
4th down and goal.
This overwhelming pressure in these sacks after sacks after sacks. And you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Reichert connects there. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. Now this offense getting set to work here. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another. Now that could put this just too far out of reach. And they blow up the open play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
That one's complete right side. They stop him at the 39. No first yet, but they've got 3rd and very short coming up. Inside the final minute of our 3rd quarter.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, here's Swift. And he'll have him 4 and the first down as he's brought to a stop.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. And he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
To throw, Williams. There goes that man again, but a defender on time this time. Hit forces the football out, incomplete. We've got second down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
On second down, Williams. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. This is going to be a big game, Brock. He's tackled after about 21 yards. And that's going to give the Tigers a first down.
That's good for a Honolulu first down.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. And a hit's made by Andrew Van Ginkel.
The tackle by Andrew Van Ginkel. 4 yards on the pickup.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now Williams. To the right, and it's pulled in by Tate. Get in there for the stop, but give them about 9 on the play. And that's going to give the Tigers a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Williams on 1st and 10. And he has been sharper. His teammates happy about that. 3 for 4 passing this series after throwing that interception. Brought in close to the 8. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the red zone on 1st. Chase it out to his right. Bought some time to look open up, and he nails it. Touchdown, Honolulu! Jordan Tyson, his first career touchdown. NFL, how about it? Santos now for the extra point. Sent right down the middle and good. And they pad their lead by 1.
Tigers 31, Vikings 6.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Out come the Vikings for their next possession. Let's take a look at their upcoming schedule. First, they're at Tampa, then at home for Miami. And finally, a trip to the Bayou to take on the New Orleans Saints. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. Mason gets it on the counter. Dropped right first
go,
down.
Jamie.
He met no gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
27-yard line.
This is Mason on 2nd down. And that one doesn't get him much, giving maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
McCarthy looking to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a man, but he can't.
Let's go, Finneman. Good.
It's just a little too much. Breaks up that big play as 3rd down goes unanswered. Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Williams to throw. He completes it in traffic. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
To the end zone, and this is going to be reeled in. Touchdown, Tigers! Colston Loveland, the 2nd score that he has brought in this season. Last week provided these guys their first test of the year. Didn't do too well on that one, but this week they have had a nice response. They're on their way to that 1st win of the season.
As a team, this is the only correct answer you want from this test, Kate. Showing they can move past a loss really quickly and play to the par, to the standard that they want to play to the next time out. Well done.
Cairo Santos set to kick
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Brown with a return here. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Now it's McCarthy. Has his man. It's Addison. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You know that was exactly what the defense talked about on the sidelines, getting ready for that drive. Let's send a message from the jump, and let's hit them hard.
Mason gets it from the gun. And it's just going to be a modest gain of about 4, but that is still enough to pick up the 1st down for him. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball to 44.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Vikings 1st down.
McCarthy throwing here. Has a man downfield. It's Jennings. And give him the 1st down here. Looks to be an even 20 on that play.
Juwan Jennings. It's a gain of
And before the snap, the officials whistle that play dead. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Vikings trying to do some window dressing. They've got 1st down here from the 36. They give to Mason running right. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's 2nd down.
the ball carrier. Gray Greenlaw on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Working on 2nd down. McCarthy. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their 1st. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll throw 3rd and long. Finds a man right side. They bring him down, but we all saw how that one looked, right? There was a face mask involved, and the flag is out. So they get a major assist from the penalty, and that pushes the ball well now into enemy territory.
Automatic 1st down.
So thanks to that personal foul, it is 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Now McCarthy. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive.
Let's go, Thunderman.
He's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
1st and 10.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
They're going to pass it here. He finds Tyson over the middle. And he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Honolulu first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Catch is made down the right sideline. We'll go out of bounds there. Downfield after about 21 yards. And that's going to give the Tigers a first down.
Another Honolulu first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw is Williams. And this is going to be lost on a hit. Incomplete. Tough to complete it through that traffic and contact over the middle. It's second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Now here's Williams. Taking a deep shot here. Brought in inside the 20. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
A gain of 39 yards. That's another Honolulu first
Working
down.
inside the red zone. Into traffic, complete. It's not if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead.
I got one. I got one.
So an exclamation point there. And I think you'd agree Brock has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one right down the middle. And that adds yet another to their lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Brown with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Mason will try this one up the gut. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 1 yard.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they draw first blood.